Guys, we've been having we just got cut out of the session for no reasons just then. If we have any other problems again, we will just bring you an uploaded video of the rest of this China Grand Prix here at GFYS Gaming Australia. Okay, so here we go. So they want me to box this lap. Okay.
Reduce ERS deployment.
Okay. In the pits now for a pit stop. And obviously going to lose the lead.
Exit now. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
So I've had one pit stop.
Sebastian is in the pits.
So the Aussie Rambo will take back. And I'm driving on the steering wheel with this game, and I'm talking to you through the PlayStation controller. And I'm driving in manual. So I'm changing the gears. I do apologise if there's any problems with the internet. I've just had a thing come up again. If I have any more problems, I will bring you a uploaded video of the rest of this race. So Aussie Rainbow takes second place again. Using DRS. So he goes into the pits and I take first place back. So I use the rest of my NOS. It's like a NOS system, DRS. Don't have to put the brakes on or the accelerator going around there. Just give the brakes a couple taps when you're changing the gears as well, like when you're going back on gears. Ease off the accelerator a little bit there and then just jump back on it. Couple drags back to fourth there. Couple little taps on the accelerator and then go back to second there. Little tap there, and then put the floor to accelerator. Change the gears, back to fifth, back to sixth, back to seventh, and then flip it back into second gear when you get to this corner. Then go around here, little accelerator and tap, a couple accelerators on the tap, and then go third, into fourth, into fifth, into seventh, into eighth, and that's your final gear. And just cruise down the rest of the way. So we're going to use some of this power now. Then ease it back off, couple little taps on the brakes, and then just ease off the brake and the accelerator as you go around the corner. Go up here, go into fourth, couple little taps on the accelerator, brake, 1, 2, and then go straight back in again. 8th gear going into here, then into 6th, back into 5th, a little acceleration, back into 4th, back into 3rd, back into 2nd, and ease off the brake and the accelerator. Don't have to use the brake or the accelerator, a little bit of taps on the accelerator, and then push, floor it down, into 7th, into 8th, go here, couple little taps, back into 2nd gear, ease off brake and accelerator going around the corner, back into 5th, back into 6th, go here, little acceleration off the accelerator, and then back into here, ease off the brake and accelerator, little tap on the accelerator again, couple taps on the brakes there, and then go back into second, into third, into fourth, into fifth, into sixth, into seventh, and then a couple of little taps on the brakes, 4 taps on the brakes there into third, that one was. Straight into third, into fourth, into fifth, into sixth, into seventh, and then straight into 8th and just floor the accelerator all the way down this 1 kilometre straight. It's the longest straight here in Shanghai. So into 7th, couple little taps. Probably about too much just then, a little bit too much that I did there. Probably about 6, 7 brakes, taps on the brake. And now I'm going to stop talking, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the Formula 1 action.
is 24.6 seconds.
So I have a 24.6 second lead in the race. Oh, there's someone stopped there in the side there.
The track is clear. Green flag.
I tell you right now, it's a lot of strength on your legs in this game when you're using the accelerator. Puts a lot of stress on your ankles, braking and accelerating. So I just give it a bit of a flick here and there. I decide to go into the first gear then, just ease around here, la-di-da-di-da. So yeah, I'm doing 25% of the full race, of the full laps that are usually here in Shanghai. I'm doing 25% of them. I don't like to do 5 laps. You have the option of doing 5 laps per race if you wanted to, if you want to do it like that and you want to do it quickly. But I like to do a fair few laps because I like the game. It's fun. So while you're down here in the straight, you can just give your braking leg a bit of a rest. So I'm gonna up my fuel. See, it says plus 176. That means that I have more than enough to finish the race at this point in time.
The gap behind us is 34.0 seconds.
And now I have a back marker coming up. So I got to watch. They'll have to move out of the way for me. They'll get blue flags or blue flashes on the sideboards. So he moved out of the way very nicely for me.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
And that's more than enough.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race.
Drove the balls off that last lap. So I'm going around 7th gear this time. What the hell, bro? What the fuck?
There are plus 1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target plus 1.
Oh my god, are you joking me? That prick fucking stuffed me up.
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. This is your final lap of the race.
Here we go, final lap. We do have thunderstorms around in Sydney today. That's why we got a few problems with the internet. There we go. Finally gets it done.
The race win.
Yeah, boy.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looked so comfortable out there.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium. And as the drivers make their way out, there's a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari.
And there is the trophy. Beautiful trophy there. And the champagne. You bloody beauty.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Scott increases their championship lead. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Probably Stoffel van Dorn. You know, strong pace, good work with the strategy, just a very complete drive, I think.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time, though, goodbye.
And from all of us here at GFYSPS4Gaming Australia, I do apologise. We do have not the best quality happening with the live stream. So what we're going to do, we're going to end our broadcast now here, Formula 1 2018. So thank you for joining us. I'm the Aussie Rambo. Until next time, bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel too.